Hi everyone, welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is a collective reading today that is for Sun, Moon and Risings. If it doesn't resonate with yourself, then please take what resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. I hope you like your messages today. If you do, please like and subscribe to the channel and you'll get updates every time that I put new content on the channel. Okay, let's get into the reading. Hi, this is a Sagittarius reading for love. It's just a general reading. Could be your past, present or future. I'm recording this today is the 7th of May, but whenever it falls into your feed is whenever it could be relevant for yourself. Like I say, if it's not happened for you yet, it could be happening for you in the future. Not everything will resonate because it is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Let's get into this for you. Now, could be, if you're in a relationship, as it is just a general love, it could be a past person, a current relationship or a future relationship. There's no, whatever energy comes through. Okay, Spirit, please can you give us some information with regards to Sagittarius's current love situation? My incense is making a mess of my desk. I'm not sure if you can see all of that ash. My apologies if you can. Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Swords, the Two of Cups, the Page of Swords in reverse, and the Four of Swords in reverse. So this is a very... There's lots of thinking going on. I'm pulling them the wrong way. Let's bring them down, not up. Okay, so the Queen of Wands then in reverse. We've got the Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck for the overall energy, which suggests that something's nice and new and very passionate. So somebody's having a passionate new start. So this could be a new relationship that you're in, or it could be a new phase of a current relationship that you're in. Now, the Queen of Wands is when she's in the upright, she is a very attractive, confident woman that will get what she wants. She's fearless. When she's in the reverse, she's a bit naive, she's vain, she is self-indulgent, she's a snob, she is a bit promiscuous potentially, a bit manipulative. She's not nice when she's in the reverse. So if this is you, well, how do we put it? Maybe you're a jealous person. Maybe that's what's going on with regards to it. I mean, looking at the end of your spread, there's a bit of potential mental stuff going on. So, I mean, this is supposed to be, your energy. Maybe it's your person's energy. Each to their own. But yeah, so somebody's got a bit of negative energy with regards to them. It could just be that they're a naive person, or it could be just somebody that's very self-indulgent and a little bit vain. If that's you, you'll know, obviously. If you don't know if it's you and you like a lot of nice stuff and you expect people, you want to look good all the time, and you've got a certain standard to what you hold other people to, then it could be you. But like I say, it could just be your person as well. It could very well be somebody that you're with or potentially, meeting that could be a little bit vain. So, and then we've got the Knight of Swords in the upright. So this is supposed to be your person, but the roles can be reversed on here. So It is fluid. Whichever energy resonates with yourself, take it as that, as yourself, and the others, if the other energy seems like your person, take that as your person. So the Knight of Swords is saying that, you know, you've got somebody that is pretty courageous. However, they can be a little bit passionate. Yeah. Oh, I say passionate. Passionate is more the Knight of Wands. He can be... So the Knight of Swords is... Well, he can be prone to angry outbursts, put it that way. So he might have a bit of a temper. Doesn't mean he's a nasty person, but there's somebody that's hasty. They like to be the person that charges in, can say things without necessarily realising that they're saying them, first to action. You know, they fight for what they believe in quite a lot. Now, your overall energies are really good, and you've got the Two of Cups. So it could very well be that you are doing really, really well, because that Two of Cups suggests that you're in a really good partnership, and that, you know, you've, yeah, it's union. Cups is obviously the suit of love, so it does suggest that you are currently having a lot of success in that. Now, what you do have coming up is in your challenge is the Page of Swords, and that is in reverse. So if this is a current relationship that you're in, this does suggest that somebody's not really paying much attention, and somebody jumps to conclusions a little bit too quickly. So whether that's your person because they like to jump in to things and be hasty, or whether it's yourself because you're a little bit naive, we'll get some clarification, but that is coming across as a challenge. Now, it is something where if you don't manage to deal with that challenge, you are going to have the Four of Swords as your outcome, which suggests that you might need a bit of a timeout, that somebody needs to not necessarily act on something, and that you might potentially need to sit and have a think, you know, trust in your intuition. Well, not so much your intuition, sorry. The swords is more your mind, where your intuition's your gut, your sword's your mind. So it's more thinking things through instead of using your gut to jump in, you know, and make decisions. It's more making head out over heart decisions, more than anything. Let's get some clarification on this, because that's a bit of a weird outcome, I'll be honest. Right, so please clarify the Queen of Wands in reverse for us, Spirit. Please clarify that Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, so she's clarified by the Two of Swords, which is somebody being a bit blind. So that would suggest that it's more naivety, because, yeah, when it's the Two of Swords, if you can see the blindfold on the middle of the heart, that is suggesting that there is a decision to be made, but the person's a bit blind or doesn't want to see that decision. It potentially suggests that you're at a stalemate inside yourself, and that something needs to be, you know, properly thought through. Let's get some clarification on that though. Spirit, can you please clarify the Two of Swords? Please clarify that Two of Swords, Spirit. Okay, so that is being clarified again by the Page of Swords. Sorry, it's the Knight of Swords being clarified. So maybe you've got a decision to make about your Knight of Swords but he's in reverse this time. which generally means that you've got an inability to make your mind. So yeah, it does look as though you're being a bit naive potentially, and you're being very indecisive, because you don't necessarily want to see the right path or what's in front of you. You don't want to make that decision. It might be making you a little bit bad-tempered, or it could be that your person is not making a decision and it's making them bad-tempered, or you could be making them bad-tempered from being indecisive. Maybe if it is you that being a bit vain, maybe your decision is, you know, do you have to stop being so vain? Who knows? You're the person that would know your decision, of what you don't want to make a decision on. Yeah, or whether you, if it's your person, they've got a decision that they don't want to make a decision on. That's basically what that's saying to us. So please clarify this Knight of Swords in the upright, Spirit. Okay, so that's clarified by the Ten of Wands. So that suggests that, I mean, the Ten of Wands is a bit of a burden card, to be honest. It is somebody that is finding things quite burdensome, and is at the end of things. Maybe they're a bit of overload. It's the end of a cycle as such. So it could be that you know, that maybe they've got the decision to make about jumping into things so hastily. Let's get some clarification on that Ten of Wands. Please clarify the Ten of Wands, Spirit. Please clarify this Ten of Wands, Spirit. Okay, so we've got the Page of Swords. Brilliant. So your blockage, that is your Page of Swords in reverse, is also, yeah, clarifying that Ten of Wands. So, yeah. So the person that, so maybe it could, as silly as it sounds, it could very well be that this person's finding the burden, or the burden on this person is the fact that somebody jumps to things too quick. Whether that's you or whether that's them. Whoever is jumping to conclusions too quick, if it's them, they know that they're sabotaging the relationship themselves. If it's you jumping to things, then they're finding it a bit of a burden on the relationship. So maybe you're somebody that struggles with trust, and you know, it might be something where potentially, just throwing it out there, they might go out with their friends. You might think, have they cheated? You know, it might be something completely pure, innocent. It could be that they're stuck at work. You might think, you know, are they cheating? Purely because it might have happened to you in the past. It doesn't mean that that's happening, but it might just be that you're jumping to conclusions. On the other side, if it's something where you're a little bit vain and you've wearing, I don't know, maybe you've gone out, you've bought yourself a new outfit, they might jump to conclusions and think you've just spent a couple of £100 on that, but in reality it might have cost you 20. It could be that, you know, you put something new on that you haven't worn for ages, and they jump into the conclusion thinking you're spending loads of money, but it's just something that they've never saw. You know, it could be anything like that, but they know, you know, whoever is jumping to the conclusions is sabotaging it. It could, as well, it could be if it's something where you're a bit naive on stuff and you jump into conclusions because you've not really got the experience of, I mean, when I say naive, they do say that she's a Queen of Wands. Wands is the phallic symbol of the deck. So when I say naive, it's usually sexual naivety. So if you're a bit sexually naive, You might be jumping to conclusions thinking certain things are going to be certain ways and not trying them out. You know, not giving things a chance, and he could be finding it a burden. I say he, could be a she. Right, Spirit, can you clarify this Two of Cups? I mean, maybe that's what the passionate new start is. Maybe you've tried something new. Who knows? You know, clearly. Okay, so that is clarified. Okay, so that's being clarified by the Page of Cups. Okay, so that's... he is in reverse. I mean, yeah, so it's... I mean, the Page of Cups is usually... I'm tongue-tied now after the wands and the passionate new start. So yeah, so your Page of Cups is... It's a slight delay to a relationship, potentially. Somebody's not really paying enough attention. And it could be that somebody might be slightly closed off. So whether this is something brand new then, and it could very well be that one of you is more passionate about the relationship than the other, and somebody is just being closed off. This would suggest that one of you thinks that this relationship is, you know, gonna last, but the other one of you doesn't, as such. And maybe that is why you've got this jumping in too quickly. Maybe somebody's moving too quick, so somebody's got some barriers up, thinking that, you know, and they love bombing me, potentially. Spirit, please clarify this Two of Cups. That's in reverse. No, sorry, the Page of Cups in reverse. Please clarify the Page of Cups in reverse. Okay, so we've got the Queen of Pentacles there. So the Queen of Pentacles is suggesting that there's loss of finances as well, potentially. Somebody that's not particularly great with saving stuff. So maybe this goes back to the Queen of Wands being in reverse, being vain. Maybe they spend too much on themselves. Not saying that you're spending a lot of money on yourself, obviously. But she's also, you know, she's also somebody that's got a bit of a lack. She's not particularly financially well off in the pockets. Yeah, so it does suggest that there's clearly some opportunity being missed. It's a bit weird that you've got missed opportunities and lack, but you're still coming out with love. I mean, I do get the Two of Cups is also a choice. So maybe it's not quite how I was seeing it the first time around. Maybe that somebody's making a choice as to whether or not this relationship's right because of somebody spending a lot and jumping in too quick. And it could be seen that way instead. I don't see it being that, though, to be completely honest. I'm going to get another... Spirit, give us another clarification card on the Two of Cups. Because it's a bit odd that you'd feel a missed opportunity, and lack is, you know, balance and understanding and being equally matched. I suppose you could, if one of you is being lack and the other one's somebody that's missed opportunities. Okay, so we've got the Ace of Wands again. So maybe what it is, maybe you're finding that your matching personalities. Maybe this could be a very sex-based connection, I'll be honest, because it's lots of passion all over the place, but it's also there's not a lot of passion all over the place. You've only really got the 3 wands cards. A lot of it is all in your head and passion. Let's get another one. Spirit, clarify this 2 of Cups again, please. Unless maybe you're just getting that endorphin kick, so you think it's well matched and balanced, and you've not spotted the potential issues yet. And that's the Ace of Cups. So yeah, so it's definitely something to do with it being new. So this very well could be that it's a brand new relationship, or something's brand new in your relationship, that is causing you to feel like it's all well balanced, but you're missing something that could potentially cause conflict, because somebody just keeps jumping in with stuff, jumping in with conclusions about stuff. So whether that is to do with, you know, the lack of finances, or the missed opportunities there, not potentially paying attention to something. So that could very well be what it is. Somebody's jumping into conclusions about stuff because things are being missed because they're not paying proper attention. But you're feeling all lovey-dovey because it is brand, you know, you're doing something brand new. So whether it's a brand new relationship or a brand new phase of a relationship, it's making you feel, you know, all lovey-dovey and like everything's going great. But that's potentially why you're then being blind with your 2 of Swords, because something's not going great and you're not seeing it, or you don't want to deal with it as such. So Spirit, can we get some clarification on this blockage and challenge of the Page of Swords, please? Currently getting a suntan on my face from that one stripe of sun. Give me a second. There we go. Okay, so that's being clarified by the 9 of Wands. So somebody's feeling a little bit trapped. It's not so much the people at the front that are having a good time, but can you see the little girl in the background where she's got the gate in front of her? She's feeling a little bit trapped, a little bit stuck, and is wondering if there is something better outside, as such. So yeah, I mean, it could, as silly as it seems, this person that could be jumping to conclusions, like I was saying earlier, somebody might be jumping to conclusions that somebody's having an affair. Maybe they're watching something, that they're seeing something that might not be there. I mean, that's pretty obvious that they're having a bit of a, you know, a kiss, but it doesn't mean that that's happening in your particular situation. I mean, for all we know, this could be a dream. I mean, it looks as though she's trapped, but look, she could climb the tree and get out, you know. But it, you know, it just yeah, it's like that's a card of somebody being stuck as such, not really being able to do much. And Spirit, can we get clarification on that as well? Because it's a little bit odd that you jump to conclusions, but you'll be stuck about it at the same time. So let's have a clarify that 9 of Wands, Spirit. Okay, so that's being clarified by the 8 of Swords. Yeah, so the 8 of Swords, again, it's the fear of being trapped. We've got more. Look, she's stuck behind a cage of Swords. So she's, yeah. So again, it's just fear of being trapped. So maybe somebody is seeing something, they're scared. and they're feeling stuck and trapped. And they're jumping to conclusions because they feel stuck and trapped. Maybe somebody's just feeling that there's a lot of barriers in the relationship and they don't know what to do. Again, that would suggest that could be down to this, the indecision, you know, being a bit stuck, not sure on what to do. I mean, the Nine of Wands as well could suggest that somebody's got their defences up really high. So again, that could be down to people jumping into conclusions about things. But either way, somebody's jumping to conclusions because they're in their own head thinking that they're stuck. But I mean, if you look at that, she could just go and walk behind that man. There's a way out, you know? But yeah, that's what it looks like. It suggests that somebody's feeling that the obstacle is getting stuck and stagnant because somebody keeps jumping headfirst into things. So whether somebody's accusing somebody of something, or they keep pushing for new things to be done, new things to be tried, and you know, somebody feels like they should be getting a bit defensive because they don't necessarily like it, but they just feel like they're stuck and they can't make a decision on what they want to do. So Spirit, please clarify this Four of Swords in reverse as the outcome. Okay, so with that we have got the Moon card. So yeah, use your intuition. Use your intuition, and you know, I mean, this is also a card of fantasy, romanticism, deception as well, potentially. So I mean, maybe somebody's jumping to the right conclusions, and maybe that's why they're guarded. But the outcome, you know, somebody being on their own or taking time out suggests that maybe somebody needs to take some time out. Maybe there's been that many conclusions jumped to, and it could be that the conclusion that's been jumped to is because you might think that there's some deception going on. Or maybe there has been some deception going on and it's been caught out, but you didn't want to particularly see it. But at the same time, it could be that you're taking some time out because particular fantasies are not playing out into the way that you want them, maybe. Or it might be a little step too far for you. Yeah, clarify the Moon card for me, please, Spirit. I mean, looking at that card, maybe part of the fantasy is maybe they want you to watch. Who knows? Okay, so the Moon card is then clarified by the Five of Pentacles. Okay, and the Five of Pentacles is usually the feeling of being usually somebody being left out. I mean, this doesn't particularly look like they're being left out, but if you have a look at the man that's holding the woman, he doesn't look particularly happy. You've got a couple of people in the background there. But yeah, the Five of Pentacles is, yeah, usually somebody being left out, which again would suggest, would go with this taking time out. Yeah, so somebody's longing for something. Somebody's feeling like an outsider, struggling a little bit. So it could very well be, like I say, somebody, either you or your person, is feeling let down because of all of the conclusions being jumped to, or you or your person is not liking the passionate starts and it's just not for you. Obviously, these are things that you can work through. It doesn't necessarily, you know, mean that you don't. The biggest thing that you can do is take off that blindfold and make a decision, and be honest about it. You know, don't necessarily jump straight into conclusions about something. Make, you know, have a proper sit and think about it. I'm surprised I didn't see the Hermit, to be completely honest with you. To sit and have a good old think about what you want to do. If it's not for you, it's not for you. Don't compromise your integrity for somebody else. All right, so let's get a romance oracle as well. Let's get some romance oracles for Sagittarius spirit. Just realised I didn't give you the star signs, so I'll quickly run through those in a second. Romance oracles, please, spirit. So we've got engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So maybe that's what that passionate start is. Maybe you're getting engaged and, you know, getting all excited about the engagement, but then you're having a bit of a wobble. Maybe you haven't made a decision over whether or not you want to accept that ring, and maybe that's what it is. Maybe you've proposed, you or your person proposed, somebody hasn't accepted, and they jump into conclusions thinking, oh God, they've got somebody else. We've got attraction as well. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations and visualizations help bring you together. On the bottom of the deck, we also have playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to shine and have fun. Maybe that's the passionate beginning. And you deserve love. You are lovable. Okay, so they are your romance angels as well. So let's see what those signs were. So we've got the Queen of Wands, who's Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. We also have the Knight of Swords, who is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Page of Swords again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Let's have a look at the others. Who's on the others? Do we have anyone else? Again, Gemini, Leo, Sagittarius. More swords. Generally, swords are pretty much the same thing. We also have more fire signs for, so yeah. Oh no, sorry. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Earth signs as well. So you pretty much got every sign going. So yeah, Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn again. Yeah, so pretty much every sign. You've got every sign out here. So signs don't really matter in your reading. You've got every sign going. So yeah, I hope this resonated with some of you. Enjoy your endeavors, your passionate new start, whatever it is that you've got going on. Thank you for joining me today, Sagittarius. I hope that's helped some of you.